and I'm with Keller Williams Premier Realty. Today is day one of the ultimate buying process. So whether you are a first-time buyer, a second-time buyer, or you're a buyer that is looking to transition to something smaller, I'm going to give you the steps on what you should be looking for. Now, again, if you've done this before, hopefully there's information in it that's going to help you through the buying process. So, let's start out with, what do I do? I'm a first-time buyer. I want to buy a house. Do we just go out there rushing and go and find something? No. Let's do this. Ask friends, family, coworkers who they use as their realtor. Did they have a good experience with them? What did they like and what did they not like? For example, you want to make sure if you're into communication, are they communicating? If you want specific answers, are they giving you enough detailed information for you to make a decision? So I would suggest interview several agents, make sure it's a good fit. Okay. Now, if you're more of an analytical personality where you want details, that's probably a good fit for you. If you're more of a person that looking for stability, making sure that everything's even keel, again, it's all about fit. It sounds like it's an easy process because people go, hey, I'm going to use the realtor that my sister used, but your sister has a different personality and you may not feel that the realtor's fitting your specific needs. So we're going to be interviewing several realtors, making sure they fit your needs. Secondly, with that process, the price range. Whether you're looking at $100,000 or $300,000 your first house, does the agent have experience working in those price ranges? Does that make a difference? It does, because are they comfortable negotiating a $100,000 house versus a $300,000 house? Does the realtor that you're looking to buy, and do they work in the area that you're looking in? Let's just use Woodbury, Oakdale, Bayport, Lake Alamo, Bloomington, Edina as an example. Do they know the community you're looking to buy in? Versus saying, hey, find me a house, get in there, but they don't know, because maybe you're thinking about, hey, why are you going to buy, let's use Woodbury as an example, because it's close to work, because it has a good school district. What are the amenities, things you want to consider when you're buying a house? And also, that's why it's segueing into the realtor that you're choosing. So you select that realtor because it's a good fit. That realtor is going to have you sign what's called buyer paperwork. The state of Minnesota requires that because it's the first initial contact before you go looking at houses to show representation. And there's three options on that. There's buyer's representation, which is exclusive buyer, okay? And then there's facilitator. But you want to make sure, in my opinion, that the agent is representing your best interest. And then we'll get into another subject called dual agency later. So you sign the buyer paperwork. You're agreeing that you're going to work with this agent. Now do we just run out there and go find a house? That sounds great, but buyers do that. What happens though is we want to make sure, step number 2, you get pre-approved. Now, your agent or you is going to suggest maybe lender you can choose. Now, is there one lender better than the other? I don't think so. It really is based on your credit score. So if you've got an 810 credit score, what's going to happen is they're going to give you an interest rate, as an example, of 4%. Maybe your credit score is 710. Well, then you might get 4.25. But nobody's giving you a great deal. It's based on your credit score. And again, same with the lender, you're going to select someone that is a good fit for you as well. Are they knowledgeable? Do they know what they're doing? Because this is the process. Finding a house is really easy, but this is the process that if the loan doesn't get approved, okay, this is where if you fall in love, find the house, but somehow you're not getting approved, this could make the deal crash. So you want to make sure the loan officer gets all the information that you need, okay, so you can make a financial decision. But also keep in mind the loan officer is going to require things of you. So I suggest get a pre-approval, okay, meaning that you're going to meet with that lender and they're going to ask for such things as W-2 forms, 1099s, personal tax statements, and they're going to figure out, here's your current debt, here's your income, here's what you qualify for. So keep in mind though, don't feel obligated that if you can afford 300, don't buy 300. If you're comfortable with 200 because it's a payment, get comfortable with that position. Okay, does that make sense? So now you're getting pre-approved. The lender actually sends the realtor a letter saying, I'm just going to use Tom and Susie as name. Tom and Susie are pre-approved to buy a house in this price range. So then as realtors, we know you've been through the process, and the seller, okay, who you haven't met, if we write an offer, they get to see that you've met with the lender, okay, and that you're pre-approved. Back in the day, we used to call, lenders are sending what I call pulse approvals, which means you have a pulse and you approve. No, you've actually met with that lender, okay, you're pre-approved, and now it's time to start looking at a home. So that wraps it up for steps 1 and 2 of my real estate ultimate buying process. If you have any questions, my name is Paul Alsides. I'm with Keller Williams Realty. You can call or text me at 612-701-8711. Thank you, and make it a fabulous day.